Hello, how are you? My favorite question because it is important to check up on my friends, on our viewers, and all of you that are part of conversation, which is what we're doing again today. It is conversation, and my name is Elizabeth Abai. Well, I'm, smiling from chin to chin, like you see, because we're going to talk about something that affects everyone. In fact, if you're healthy, the next thing is what goes into my stomach. Even when you're not healthy, we're thinking about what goes into the stomach. It is the month of women, and we're still looking at choose to challenge. A lot of things bother the mother. A lot of things bother women. Even as a young girl, a lot of things bother us. One of them, the critical one, is how do we put money in our pockets? And so we're going to be looking at women in business. It's not all about a white-collar job. I said business. I didn't say working mothers. No. I didn't say working women. No. Women in business. It'll amaze you the variety of people we have in the house. Last week when we talked, we had a gentleman who says he's a farm mom, as a father mother. So he joined us to talk about the Mothering Sunday and parenting. Today, we have a man with us. I don't know how he's going to describe himself, but he quickly told me that he's going to change his voice and be like a lady. Francis?
My name is Francis. I'm a word coach. I teach people how to succeed in what they do.
You didn't succeed in changing your voice anyway. You did not?
Okay, I've changed it now.
Okay.
My name is Francis Okumagba, and I'm a mentor and word coach. I teach people how to succeed in what they do. So I want to tell women today how they can succeed with whatever they want to do.
It's important because women are bedrock of every family. Francis came in here because within the weekend we're talking with some people in Port Harcourt, Vincent Furu. He actually said that women should come and learn a bit of what the men know to be able to move on in their business. And I have a lady in the house. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, my name is Peace Onwuka, the popular Akara and Akamu in the city. I love to go with that name, the Niger fries, to be precise.
And she likes to also address herself as Mama Akara.
Yeah.
All right, Mama Akara, while you're seated here, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, Inobong will be joining us. Inobong has been with us for a while, and I know she just started a new business. She will also tell us about it. For now, let's look at Nigerian women in business.
There is a popular saying that there is no force more powerful than a woman that is determined to rise. Some of us may agree that this is true, others may not. But whatever your thoughts are, it doesn't take away the fact that women, even in Nigeria, are breaking ground to the world of business today. Who are these women? Let's find out. surely you would agree with me that that was just a small fraction of our number. We are more and we can do more. Let's join our guests in the studio and find out ways we can top our numbers in the business world.
All right, she already told us that it's a limited short of what we have, and I truly, truly believe that, because there's a whole lot going on in the women world. But the truth is, it's not for us as easy as it is for men. And I am not a business person, so to speak, but then even I know in our working field, it is not always that easy for us. Inabong, I did mention that you'll be joining us after now. And somebody said you were doing makeup, that's why.
Oh,
I shouldn't have said that, right?
no.
Okay. But we all do makeup. Even Mr. Francis did makeup.
No, I didn't do makeup.
Did you rub cream?
There's powder.
Did you rub cream?
Makeup.
Yes, now. For just come out like that.
Okay, I did makeup.
Better.
Let there be peace, right? Okay. So, you know what? I know you, last year we talked about you and business. I don't know. Have you been able to do it, even though I tried to empty it? I don't know.
By God's grace, I have started. It's called Lux Bus.
Lux Box.
Lux Bus. That's luxury bus.
Oh, luxury
It's,
box. Okay.
It's a beauty place. In my own mind, it's small. I'm just starting, but it's something.
In your mind is small. You're just
But
starting. I'm actually
people
trying
think
to.
it is something, but it's not all that.
Yeah,
It's
because
just
you're
there.
dreaming big.
Yes.
I noticed when you were pointing at Alakija that you'll soon be like her.
Yes, so. Yes. I can't wait.
All right. Now, I intentionally wanted to take off with you and your luxury boss. Tell us, how easy was it for you?
No, it was not. There is no easy around it. The word easy doesn't exist. For me as a person, I made my mistakes starting, and I had to learn through the process. I had a lot of trust. I didn't have so much money kept aside for the project. I just had faith. You know, when you read motivational books and you listen to everybody text, just start.
Listen to
start,
the likes of Mr. Francis.
And the thing is, starting is subjective. I always say starting is subjective. It was while growing the business that I realized that starting is subjective. What starting would mean for me is different from what it would mean for him. For example, here's Mr. Francis. I'm sure he has lots of millions stashed up somewhere, and he wants to start the kind of business that I want to start. The level he will start is different from the level I will start, but we are both starting. I don't know what his vision will be. I don't know what his outcome will be. I don't know what he's looking out for. But he has started. This is my own starting. But the first thing I realized is that I think the first error I made was borrowing from a financial institution. That was my first error. So I have actually made lots of mistakes. Lots of mistakes that I know I am not an authority in mistake making. Funny, you know. So I was working at the time. I was well paid. I was earning well. So a certain bank would give this particular loan to workers, and I took that loan. And it didn't take 6 months. The job wasn't that juicy again. I was still in the same organization, but my position had reduced, and I wasn't earning so much. I think my salary was slashed in 3. So
3?
Yes, by 3.
Wow.
So I had to still pay the bills, pay the loan with interest.
Wow.
So by this time, my salary is equivalent to the monthly loans I was paying, and I was paying with interest. So everything had to stop. So where I'm occupying now, I have been working on it for 2 years. And that is because of that error. Because you have to pay the banks back. You have to pay them back. It's because of that error, because I was working and paying off loans. So that's the first error I made. Borrowing from a financial institution. The second, other error I made was, yes, I trust people easily, but I trusted my closest friends to help me put the place together. So I would just give money. Because of trust, I wasn't really holding anybody accountable.
But I know you always had this record books.
I have all my records.
Okay.
Everybody I have given 1 naira to till date, I have all the records. However, how they use the money, who they have paid, I wasn't going there often. I didn't want to be associated with the business. I didn't want people to know it was my business. I don't know why. That is my thing. I did not want that. I just did not want that attention. So I rather my friend do it for me. And he would come, oh, this is the bill. I would say, okay, take money, I'll record it. The question is, did he give the money to the person that the money was meant for? That is the question that I could not answer until I had people call me, oh, I'm being owed. So at the time, most people did not know it was my business. They just thought I was a visitor. You know, so a lot of workers did not have my contacts. So when they finally realized it was me, oh, I'm being owed. Oh, I'm being owed, and I'll open my book. Your name is this. I had
Paid.
paid. Your name is this. This is the record. This is the date. This is how much I gave. This is what you're supposed to do. So I have no idea. Now the question is, do you pay them? Or call the person to book? So even if you call the person, what will happen? This man needs to feed. This man needs to take care of his business. So how do you balance that?
That is the problem a lot of women face. Women think that they need money to start business. And when you give them the money, they make all the mistakes with the monies and they lose all the monies. You don't need 1 naira to start any business. If you start a business not thinking about money, not looking at the place of money, you will make all the mistakes while you don't have the money. And by the time you have the money, you will do all those things that you need to do. You don't need 1 naira to start most businesses. Like I know is saying now, she had money, borrowed money. She squandered the borrowed money and is back to the drawing table. All you needed to have done is to seek a mentor in the business that you want to get into. A mentor can be a friend. A mentor can be somebody that is already doing the business already. Get close to the person and understudy the person.
I actually did that. All right. The business I'm doing, it's a beauty industry. It's something I have been doing for anybody who knows me knows I'm good with. I started my business with makeup. I actually trained for it a couple of years ago. Made my name in Calabar, did all that. All right. For hair, I have been doing hair since I was in nursery school. It's God's given talent. So it's something I do even from home.
I can see it.
This is my natural hair, don't worry. I have been doing that. So most of the things I do in my space is something I can do in my hands. It's
Can
a
I tell you
skill.
what you'll have done? The truth about it is that you have no business being in employment and doing that business. Because your focus and attention will not be there. You'll be doing your business in the premises of somebody that is doing it for you, and you expect the person to know how to do it. And you also made some mistakes by employing people that probably are not experts. Because
The process I spoke about was actually setting up the business itself,
Yes.
not running it. I don't know if you get what I mean.
Yes.
Setting up and running it's different.
Many people
Today
do that
with
mistake.
Abuja and
many people do that mistake of setting up businesses and give it to people who don't understand the business. The vision is yours. The dream is yours. If you put a dream that is yours in somebody else that does not have any interest in that dream,
Yeah.
how will it drive the dream?
That's true.
Okay, let's go to Mama Akara.
Auntie Akara, Mama Akara.
Mama Akara, Auntie Akara. But I know that Akara is not the only thing you do, right? As a
Yes.
business person.
Yeah.
Talk to us about it.
Okay, I am a realtor before I am an Akara seller. So presently I'm developing 6 units of terrace duplexes in Lifecamp. So, but it didn't just happen in a day.
Yeah.
That's another long story. That's the longest business I've been in and trying to break even. So Akara is looking out for a need and trying to meet the need. So I believe people think of, what should I do? I'm thinking of a business to do, but there are businesses all around you that you can do, especially for women. Some of us want to do, if it's not the million ones, meanwhile the 10 kobo is surrounding you that can be a drop of water, drops of water that can make an ocean. So I started the Akara not because I stocked money up somewhere, no. In fact, I'd not even made money for the development I'm doing before I started the Akara.
So how did you give birth to this Akara business?
Okay, Akara was birthed out of the love I have for Akara, number one. And I wasn't getting it the way I want it. I was living in Hot FM area, Apo. I would travel all the way, like I've said before, to a lot of people. I would go to Durumi village to source for Akara. And I buy
Just to
100
eat?
Just to eat. And I buy 100 naira worth of akara.
What?
It will fill up the nylon. You know how it is.
10 naira,
And
like 10,
yeah,
10,
and I'll
10.
end up eating just 2 out of it. I'm like, what is this? Then the akamu. I love my akamu flavored because I'm a health kind of person. I love to eat healthy. Then I love it with ginger and all whatnot. I buy it and it doesn't make sense to me. My God, I was like, if I'm looking for akara this much in
Other
this
people
city
are
of
looking
Abuja, then there must be like 100. Let's even start with 100 people. I know there are millions that would want this kind of Peace Onwuka's kind of akara. Then I said, this is a need out there. I must meet this need. Then I started my journey. And the first trial I made, I had a client that we were trying to do business together, real estate business. And I wrote him a proposal. I said, I want to start an akara business. I wrote out my plans. It was going to be 260,000. But that was a lot of money for me. I couldn't afford it. So I said, give me a loan, friendly loan. It wasn't a bank loan. I've always dreaded bank loans. I said, give me a loan.
I can't wait
I
to
will-
shake it.
It's
I
true.
said-
She's
I said,
right.
yeah, I don't do bank loans. I hate bank loans. Because my name is Peace. I love to sleep in peace and wake up in peace. So I went for a friend's loan, and he gave me the 260,000 like my mentor to be here said. Some of us, we think it's just getting the money, I will just kick off. When he gave me the money, the 260,000, based on how I will pay him back without interest, a friend, he had a higher need than I had. His vision was not bigger than my Akara vision. I gave him the money.
Wow.
That vision of Akara
Died.
after I had already rented. I tried renting a location anyway though. So part of the money went into the rent and location issues and all of that. I'm like, okay, maybe location is not working because he was giving me ideas while, it should go bigger. But at the end of the day, God being faithful again, I kept pushing because it was a hunger and a need out there that needed to be met. So the vision couldn't die. So after a while, the man actually told me, look, we are doing business. Don't bother about paying back this money. So thanks be to God. I proceeded, push. I started like a better place structure in Zone 5. That was where we started first. And I started frying the akara myself.
That's what I'm doing.
You fry akara with those nails like Mr.
No, but the
Francis
truth
said.
about it, what akara did, I learned in the business. I didn't go to school to learn it. I didn't have anyone teach me. I do my monthly account balance myself. For so many years, we've been on it since 2018, we've been frying akara.
Very good.
The first day I have my pictures, I have my memories. The first day we opened, I fried the akara. I had only one staff. As a matter of fact, we go through a lot in business as women.
How many staff do you have now?
I had over 12 staff before the COVID, but now we have only 6 staff. I have only 6.
Okay.
The truth about it is that I'm so happy you are saying what you are saying now, talking about your starting. There are a lot of women out there who believe that they need money to start business. One borrow money from the bank, one had to look for a friend to give her money. You don't need money to start this your akara business. The truth about it is that everything you need to succeed in Nigeria is in Nigeria.
True.
Do you know that the way God blesses people with talent, He gives you a talent, but how to use that talent, He puts in somebody else. If you don't get that missing link, you will continue to struggle. Today, as I speak to you, there are people who have money to open shops. They don't know how to sell. There are people who know how to sell very well. They don't have money to open shop. Everybody is stranded in Nigeria today. You want to set up an akara business. Look for somebody that is selling akara now. It's your passion. The person is just there selling akara. He doesn't know how akara can be sold in a large scale.
Globally.
Get the person that, look, I'm going to set up something around you. We'll start distributing the akara to pull in offices. But make sure you taste the akara and you make sure the akara is doing very well. Put a bike man that is roaming around the streets, not knowing how to get passengers and all that. Say, stand by this akara stand. We're going to be giving these things and selling to people. Take the picture of the akara, present it very well on the social media, put your phone number. They will start calling you to sell that woman's akara. By the time you start making money selling that woman's akara, you have enough money to set up a place of your own that is akara, that you'll be selling the akara there. And at the end of the day, you have used that woman to make the money to start that business. Today, as I speak to you, there are a lot of businesses out there struggling. There are a lot of people who are jobless looking for what will I do. Just look for somebody that has something that you don't have. Go to the person, help the person sell for some time. You make a lot of. If you go to the market today, you see a lot of people running around. I know where you can buy it cheaper. They will take it to an importer and sell to you and make commission. They will get this commission in 6 months. They will have enough money, they will rent a shop. When they rent the shop, because they've created trust in the people that they've been selling for, they will give them sample items to put in their shop.
Free of charge.
When you come to buy those things, they will ask, how many do you want? They say, I want 10. They say, wait, let me go to packing shop to get it. They will go to the person that has the item and they will sell it. And they will be making money. Meanwhile, our women out there are looking for capital. They are saying, if I don't have capital, I cannot start. But if you want to start a business today, look for me in the social media. I will show you how you'll have been able to start that business. If you're in business already, come. Whatever you are doing, I will double the profit of what you are making. We're just giving you some tips. The truth about it is that a lot of people are actually focused on themselves. You need somebody to make you complete. A woman is not complete without a husband. A husband is not complete without a woman. A man is blessed as a man, and a woman is blessed as a woman. God did not make any mistake. But for the man to procreate and be complete, he must look for a woman. So any business you want to get into, you must look for your missing link. What you don't have, go to the person, start with the person. You will get the money you need to do what you want to do. Everything you need is around you.
All right, then you're getting
Another thing I observed about
Yes.
this whole business thing, women in businesses, when I started, so I would, like she said, you would come into the space and you would see me washing hair, you see me doing pedicure. I would dress like the worker, and people would come and like, oh, what are you? I said, I'm the marketer. Tomorrow, what are you? I said, I'm the manager. I never told anybody I'm the owner of the place, because it's like, come and do what you want to do and go. You don't need to know the owner. I actually did not want to be identified with the business. I don't know why, but I was like, I wouldn't dress.
Some people are shy. They'll say, I don't want people
So
to
I'm
see me
sitting down
doing
there and I'm
this.
doing pedicure and I'm doing stuff, cleaning nails, weaving hair and doing everything. And then I'll have people come in, have a chat with me, and then I was like, oh, this is actually my place by grace of God. Oh, so are you married? Yes. I get the look. Oh, so are you married? And I'm like,
What has it got to do?
how did marriage come in here? Like, why are we having a man discussion inside this business? Then I'll go, oh, hi, not yet. By God's grace, I will very soon. But what can I do for you? Very polite. And then I would have some other people who would come. Oh, in fact, right now, I know some of my friends. Like, I was really hoping that a lot of people would start calling in and sending me and asking me how I raised money for this business. Because let me address this thing now. Let me address this issue now. Okay? Nobody should ask me where I got money from. I've said, she might say that I borrowed from bank first. And I actually had some personal people do me favors. All right? Because these are people, I call in on favors for people I have done stuff for in the past. It's like, at least you're a witness when I called and like, oh, at least how far now, anything for the girls, you know. I've actually had, you know, worked for people, done stuff for people, and I never collected money from it. I did it out of charity. So when I call and I say, I need help, and you remember that, okay, once upon a time, when you needed help, I was there, you would come through. You know, so no, it's not the worldly standard of business I set up. I was very particular about my, you know, ethics, my I was really particular about that. I've had, my friend called me on Saturday and told me how there's a WhatsApp group currently. They're supposed to be discussing other things. Somehow my name comes up and how I got money to start such a business. And the question I ask is, why is it the money that's the most important thing? Do you know the story? Do you know how much I cried? Do you know how much I stayed hungry? Do you know how long I have had this vision? Why is it that?
I even walked around
Do
it.
you understand?
I think
I don't have
Mr.
any
Science, I
idea.
need you to actually address the point she's trying to create, because
Yes.
it's this question of pull her down syndrome that happens not just in women, including men. You know, how
think with us
does
it's-
a starter
it's a must.
begin to handle those negative criticism to be able to still move forward?
The truth about it is that it's mindset. I was just listening to her now. My mind was, mindset is what is holding a lot of women down. If you have the right mindset, whatever you think about, whatever you desire, you will get it. But you have to desire it to get it. Now, the truth about it is that many people surround themselves with the wrong set of people. That's where it starts. If you look at your environment today, I teach people in my class, my mentoring class, I teach people that they should select their friends using the arithmetic sign. minus, plus, division, and multiplication. 60% of the friends that people keep are negative.
Why even keep them?
And they are very sociable. So they are the ones that will come and visit you and spend 3 hours and take your life out. They are the ones that will send you text messages and be giving you distractions and all that. If you are not mindful, they will take 80% of your life. Those are the distractors. And many people actually surround themselves with these negative people. Now, the positive people, women run away from them. The positive people are people that take life very seriously. Anywhere you see them, they take what they are doing in that environment seriously. In school, we call them eficos. In offices, we call them I too know. In families, we call them obasabi. But if you see them in school, if you want to do your assignment and you forgot, call an efico, you will get it. If you look at the efico and copy the efico, your grades will improve. If you go to the churches and the mosque, you will see the ones that are actually doing ushers, deacon, and all those things, forming societies, and the ones that are in communities. If you follow those people and copy them, your Christianity and your closeness to God will increase. So you need to select the people that you put around you. Women, the major problem they have is that they surround themselves with the negative people. Then we have the ones that are dividers who will divide your life. They are the ones that will come and tell you, oh, come, there's a church, so there's one place in one mountain. If you go there, they use oil to touch your head. All the money you are looking for, you will get it. When you go there, the next time you go there, they will ask you, bring your husband, so we can make money for you. The next set of people are the ones that can multiply your life. These are the people that you are supposed to go to. People like me, a role model,
yes, sir,
a mentor. If you follow a mentor, you cannot go wrong. For example, a woman that has been married for 50 years and still calls her husband, Oni, darling, if you have a marital problem and you go to that woman for advice, will he tell you to leave your husband?
Not at all.
No. But the women who surround themselves with the negative, single parent women and all that, they will tell them, please come and join me. So you see a lot of women, the problem they have is that they surround themselves with the negative people. You must know the arithmetic sign, minus, plus, division, and multiplication. If you follow a multiplier, there is nothing you are looking for that you will not get, because you start copying the person without knowing. Your dress sense will change. The way what you hear will improve. Don't surround yourself with people that will tell you negative, that will talk you down, that will show you what people are doing in their families, gossip and all that. Discard them. So today, going forward, women, use the arithmetic sign to select your friends. When you see somebody that is negative, say, I don't want this one. It will reduce my life. If you see someone that is positive, copy the person. It will increase your positivity. If you see somebody that is a divider, delete his number from your phone, because it will get you with a bait. The bait can be financial inducement. It can be spiritual inducement. But at the end of the day, you will be with them. But if you have a mentor like me, which is the 5%, that many women run away for, they call him, he doesn't visit me, so why will I visit him? But if you go to somebody that is very successful, success is not just money. It can be the morals. It can be different things. Because you are going to see this successful person, your dress sense will change, because you don't want to be looked down on. When you get to the person's house, you will see the ambience and the arrangement of the sitting room and all that. You want to copy it. When you go home, you will change your arrangement. When you hear them start talking, you will see positive jealousy in you. And before you know it, you will start thinking like that. You see a woman that is successful, is talking about the house that is building, is talking about his happy family. Why would you not want to copy that? But people don't go to these people because they are 5% of the friends that are around them. That, you cannot go wrong. Use the arithmetic sign to select people around you.
Okay, Mr. Francis, truly, you're very correct. It's important that in everything we do, we stay with people who are positive. There are even people who there are people I call permanently, sad or melancholic. When you're around them,
Run
they
away
have
from
that
them.
spirit of making you sad always, making you believe. They see impossibilities.
Follow a broken
before
woman,
possibilities.
woman that is a marriage is broken. Your marriage will break.
Okay, so let's go back to our Auntie Akara and Realtor here. When you were talking, all of us were enjoying it, but Akara business, from what he says, I think maybe I'll start looking into it, because if you're frying Akara looking this good, it's a business I should also get into.
It's not only Akara. Any business that you are into, please look good like this, because you attract more customers. You will be able to feel good about yourself. And you'll be able to do more business, but more people will come to you.
Definitely. Yeah. Now, is it that smooth actually managing this business for this length of time?
Okay, it's not smooth. It's not easy. In fact, I have a life because of the life of God in me. But outside that, I used to be a makeup person. I love to make up before I started the Akara business. In fact, it would take me 1 hour But because I had
To just do your face 1 hour?
Yes.
Okay.
So, but you know, I didn't start business today. I started business way back in federal school, secondary school.
It's showing in you.
Yeah, I've been a business person. My mom is a businesswoman. So she brought me up that way. So I always have learned that the best way to succeed in any business you're doing is know the business and be part of the business at the beginning. So that was what I did. So it took my life, so the makeup life I had away from me. It took some friends away from me because I had to build my business. I'm a go-getter. Might take me a while, but I must get it. And positively, people know me. So but you can't take it away from people. So it's not easy for this is the 3rd year. I just started relaxing now. Because I would go to the market myself. I hated going to the market, but I had to love it. I would go to the market myself. I would come back. I would serve customers. It's not like the kind of business my friend was doing is even easier. This one, you are serving them. They are complaining.
And they say no.
They salt in this food. Real estate is easier than selling akara and akamu.
Don't do me like that.
Oh, the salt is too much. The pepper. What is wrong with you, madam? You are not even doing it. Was not easy because people are still calling you. People that are not even meant to talk to you on a normal day, they would insult the hell out of you.
But this message is actually going to put a smile on your face. Yeah. And the person is wishing to reconnect with you. He said, I'm a living witness to the success story of Madam Akara. She's a wonderful creature and has very pleasant personality. Aww. But since COVID-19, I went to Zone 5 severally. I called her number. It is not going through. I am glad to know that she is fine and she is here today. Please try to return Zone 5. We miss you. His name is Mohammed. That's people who have been eating your akara. Okay, so you try to, I don't know if you know the Mohammed.
I don't, I love Mohammed, our customers.
All right, so Mr. Francis, I think there's a question here for you. You say, thanks for this discussion. My question is, when you align your business with that of someone else, how do you break away? Most time, it is not always a good ending.
The truth about it is that when you know how to select your friends and people you mingle with, you will not mingle with the wrong people. You will see their character. Once you can discover the minus sign, the plus, and the division, you are taking care of the character of the person you want to deal with. But I tell you, that is how to expand your business. Today, any business you are doing, don't run away from people that are doing the same business. Use their business to expand your business.
Thank you.
The other thing that you must also know about this business that we're talking about is that there is somebody that has done it before you started.
True.
Go close to the person and make the person your mentor. You will see all the mistakes that person has done and it will correct anything that you do. But let me tell you, everything you need to succeed in any business is around you. God has placed anything that you need around you. You see, the problem a lot of people have is that they are selfish. They want to do things themselves. They want to carry on themselves. But I tell you, the man that God blesses with power, he doesn't give time. The one he blesses with money, he doesn't give idea.
Absolutely. The
one he gives idea, he doesn't give money. Because God expects us to collaborate. With each other. And collaboration is what makes you bigger in any business that you want to do. Do you know today there are a lot of people that have shops? But the shops are empty. And their desire is to fill the shop.
True.
Meanwhile, there are some people that have goods. They don't have money to rent a shop. If you approach 5 shop owners and you tell them to become your agent, to be selling for you, just tell them, sell for me, put it in this your shop. You don't have this item in your shop, put it in your shop. When you sell, take a percentage. Because you are putting it in the shop, the price of that item might go up. And when the price of that item go up, you don't have any problem giving the person 30% of whatever they sell.
Would it not be okay if
you
you
will
also
open 5
add,
shops?
No, would it not be okay if you also add a bit of legal backing? You know, because this guy is scared of the bad ending.
When to terminate
in the beginning, let me tell you the truth. In the beginning, if you use the arithmetic to select people, the incidence of failure will be very minimal. Don't use risk to stop doing things. I've just given you an idea. A woman that is jobless at home, he can do akara, for example, and he wants to sell the akara, and the akara he needs to sell well. If you go to 5 restaurants, they don't have akara in their menu. Go to them and say, I'll be supplying you akara in this your shop, you already have people that are buying things. Put it there. But when the akara comes there, take a percentage of whatever you sell. You have opened 5 shops already. You that is staying at home today, that getting money to rent a shop is your problem, you have 5 shops already. Then when you have the 5 shops, begin to look for a bigger shop that will make you go bigger. And when you get a bigger shop, look at the 5 shops and make sure of these 5 people, the ones that are not responding well, the ones that you know have character issues, take them out. You'll be reducing the number of risks that you have. But in business, you must take risk. But take calculated risk. You have 5 shops, one of them is not doing well, cancel it, get a bigger one to replace him. So today, I'm telling women, any business you have, you need only 5 customers to expand. 5 strategic customers. But when you are looking for that 5 strategic customers, look for people that are doing that take the biggest chunk of what you are selling. People that can actually take large quantity. For instance, akara selling. If you decide to put akara in 5 strategic supermarkets in Nigeria, you'll be making over 1 million naira a month. Because they have the market already. But they don't have akara in their shop. So go to the manager there and say, I sell akara. You don't have akara in your shop. Let me put this akara in your shop. We are partnering. When you sell, because you are selling the akara in your shop, the price might go up. Take 30% of whatever I make from this akara and sell for me. You'll have opened a big shop in ShopRite. So today, there are a lot of women today that are sitting at home, that are doing businesses. They don't have the shops. They don't have the money to rent the shops and all that. The shop owners are looking for how they can increase the goods that they have in their shop. So you can see that collaboration, looking for someone that has what you don't have, can actually promote you and double the business you are doing. I have a lot of testimonies on what I'm telling you now, and how people have expanded their businesses just using small tips. And that's what I do to businesses.
All right, let me add, Ms. Francis, quickly. The person that is asking is really interested about when do we quit this? When do we stop this?
I just
now,
explained
I'm going to give from a personal experience, all right? I've had, when you talk about friends, the minus, the plus, and all that.
You have all of them.
Right now, I've had friends who are no longer picking my calls. I feel bad, but you know when they just disappear, you don't know why. So I'd rather, if you are going to have this kind of collaborations with people, talk about the terms and conditions. First, leave friendship out of it.
Correct.
Leave friendship. If you must, I mean, not everything is legal, this one, that one, but if you have, you can have maybe a WhatsApp agreement, something that you know can stand. Okay, this business, this is how we are doing it. These are the terms, and make it very clear from the beginning. Don't use friendship. Don't use word of mouth. Don't use handshake. Have something written. Have a concrete plan.
Correct.
Know when to end it. Like, make it straight.
Correct.
Make it straight.
But another thing
your friends will fail you.
Correct.
Your family will fall your
Correct.
hands. So get it straight from the beginning. Else you're going to have problem with people. And you know, when a story is out, you may not be there to correct the narrative.
Correct.
So this one will say, this one will say. If I'm not somebody that have to listen to both sides to make up my own, conclusion, then I can believe anything, and it spoils the person's image.
Sometimes a lot of women don't know that their business fail with the type of people they employ and the type of people they actually get into employment. Everybody has his gift. There are some women that say, I don't trust people, they will bring their relative. That is not a good salesperson. They will put the relative there. I know her. It will run your business down. I encourage a lot of my mentees, don't employ somebody you cannot sack. When you are going to the same church, the same mosque with somebody, so it's my sister in Christ, and you employ that person in your office, you will not be able to sack that, because you'll be thinking, if I go to church now, what will people say? You will have that person run your business down. Catch people who are doing the business. Look at what they are doing. See them succeeding in the business, working and selling for somebody. Go to them and tell them, come, I want to employ you. Put a little bit of amount on their salary. You'll have gotten effective hands. Then begin to look at the people that are working for you. Sack 5% of the people that are working for you always, and employ fresh hands.
Why?
If not, there are dead woods in every organization, but they can do eye service around you. They're the ones that will come and carry your bag. And in most cases, those people with those skills are the people that stay in organizations, but they don't add value to the organization. All right,
so Mr. Francis, I'm not cutting you short. We're going to get back to Peace here, but let's quickly take a break. When we return, Peace, you'll still be sharing a few more things with us. right, it's still conversations and it's hot and the ladies are still seated. Mr. Francis, there are lots of questions for you here. But before we take on the first one, Peace was going to say something before I cut her short. I'm calling you Peace. I said for the sake of the program, I'm going to be calling you Mama Akara, Auntie Akara. So Auntie Akara was going to say something.
Okay, to answer to that question, I don't know much about the coach, but I believe in life experiences. I don't read a lot of books, and I know I'm going to be very successful in life. I'm not one of those who believe in read 100 books to be successful. I'm a book.
You're a book yourself.
I'm a book myself. So I'm actually coaching some people on real estate, date with real estate online. It's not like a coach pay me or something, but I believe in my experience out there to help you. Before you go into any partnership or any business, have a timeline yourself. You shouldn't just, a lot of people are doing a lot of businesses because someone else is doing it and succeeding. A lot of people came to challenge me, they open up Akara spots. I said, please, can we have more of Akara spots everywhere? At least you see what I've been through and see how sustainable you will be in business. Have your timelines. How long do I want to be, even if it's a personal business? Being an entrepreneur is more taxing than being a business owner, a salary earner. Because whether business survives or not, you will sit down for your monthly salary. But if I'm going into a business or a partnership business with somebody, I'm going to think to myself, what are my timelines? How long do I want to be in this partnership with the person? So when you're coming to the table of negotiation, you're coming in with something. Hey, guy, hey, woman, I want to be with you for 1 year. I want to be with you for 2 years. It depends on how the business goes. Give room for renegotiation. So when the 1 year is approaching and you feel, it depends on the profit I make from this business. If I don't make enough, I'll still be with you. Say these things. There's no selfishness or there's no pity or nothing about that. If you want to put a legal backing to it, do. But there's conscience that speaks for everyone. If you're lying about me, you have your conscience to deal with. Even those that their conscience is nailed with hot iron, they still have a conscience. So tomorrow the conscience will haunt you. And guess what? If you get up to lie against me on the agreement tomorrow, you will remain stagnant. I'll keep moving because I've got better plans. So come to the table with a plan. Come to the table. Don't let the person give you a plan. Work, negotiate. You know.
That's a nice one. So come with your own plan and fuse it together and make it work.
Yeah.
But good morning, sir. I like the discussion. I'm planning to establish farming, and the coach said we don't need money for starting business. How do I go about it? Your name is not here, but he said he's writing it from Ikorodu, Lagos. So, Mr. Francis, how do I get cattle?
Nigerians should note, you don't need 1 naira to start most businesses. You can build an estate without 1 naira in your pocket.
True.
You can start any business today. Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
There are a lot of people walking on the streets jobless who are looking for who to use them. There are a lot of shops that are open today. They are looking for who will help them sell. All you need to do is get somebody that has a talent and employ the person. You will make money. For example, go to your village. I will answer that question. Go to your village today, look for a herbalist, not native doctor.
True.
That has cure for something, has remedy for something, maybe fibroid for women. Collect the villager's herbalist number. He will not charge you 2,000 naira to give you the help. Tell the herbalist that I will be calling you to collect this help. Come back to Abuja. Put it on the social media today. Don't do selfie. You are wasting your phone. Put it on the social media. Put your phone number that you have remedies for fibroid. Put your phone number. Get an internet person to put it in Betama and Sokoro and Wuse too. You will make 1 million naira this month.
True.
You don't need 1 naira to start a business. You can see people that are selling items in the street. Go to them. I will help you sell. Many of them don't know how to use the internet. Collect the pictures of the things that they are selling. Put it on the social media. Put your phone number. You will sell more than the people that own
How
the
do
things.
I get cattle for this farm?
Now, for the farm, it's in the mind. To start with, you must look, who do you want to sell to? That farm product that you want to farm. Start with, who am I going to be selling to?
True.
When you know only 5 people that you will sell to and they have large number of demand,
True.
go to somebody that is doing the farming of what you want to farm. Now tell him, I want to help you sell. Collect his number. And collect numbers of about 5 people that have similar farms. When you get those 5 people's number, connect them to the people that have that want to buy their things and make commission on it. When you make enough commission, you'll be able to rent a land. If you don't want to rent a land, get people that have bought land who are scared that let somebody transport on my land. That money you get, go inside the farm and employ people to start farming that what you want to farm. You have started that farm business already with nothing.
All right, so there's another one here for you. I'm just watching your program on NTA.
Challenge
I am
me.
out of employment, but very busy in rearing turkey. My present issue is that my turkeys are advanced and ready for sale, but I can't find buyers. How can you assist me with the sales so that I can continue to
Women.
This is actually from a woman.
Every woman that is selling anything today, if you are not selling, it's because you have not found your missing link. Your missing link is somebody that God blessed with selling. Look for that salesperson that is doing it in a shop now, selling turkey. Go and employ the person to come and sell for you. That same turkey that you have, get an IT person to take the picture and put on the social media. If you are there, only about 10 people will be calling you or 5 people will call you because they don't know where you are. But if you put it in the social media today, over 10,000 people will see it. You will sell any number of turkey that you want to sell. The truth about it is that people are doing business and they are still thinking the way businesses have always been done. Businesses have moved on. The internet, the phone is the new market. If you open a shop in this phone, you have 10,000 people who are asking for what you are selling.
Sponsor that.
But if you stay in a place like Kurudu, most of them don't have enough rent. They will go and rent a shop in Guagalada. How will people see in Guagalada to buy? People that will buy those products are probably in Wusetu, Metaman, and Sokoro. But if you put it on the phone, everybody in Abuja will see it.
Absolutely.
That's one of it. The second one is that turkey seller. Look for people that have warehouse and cold rooms.
Thank you.
When you look for 5 people that have cold rooms, just go to them and say, I want to partner with you. I will bring the turkey, clean it, and put it in your cold room. When you sell, give me my money.
Going to say that.
You will have opened a cold room for yourself. Before you know it, you won't have enough to sell. So that turkey selling that you are doing, look for 5 other people that have farms that are doing the same turkey. Tell them I will be helping you to sell. Collect their number. You have expanded the business that you are doing.
I don't really have much of time.
Those who are interested can, if you have a number, they can call her now.
Okay, she didn't leave her number. If you left your number.
Anybody that has a question, I'm challenging women. Anybody that has an idea, you want to start a business and you don't have money to start that business, look for me in the social media.
Okay.
I will show you how to start that business today. Anybody that is in business currently, that is doing business and is struggling, look for me. I will tell you only one tip.
Right.
Your business will double immediately.
Right.
But everything you need to succeed.
Wait, and you don't answer that question.
No, it's not for free.
Okay, so I'm watching NTA right now, and it's so interesting. I just want to salute the Akara woman, and she does not think Akara is a local food, and she has actually focused on it and made it very successful. Somebody says kudos to you. Thank you very much. And hey, good morning, ma'am. I'm Juliet. I have small business salon, and all I need to the shop is just 2 things, which is washing basin and hand dryer. But Mr. Francis is saying that we don't need money to do it. How do I do it? My time is almost up. But Mr. Francis, just 1 sentence.
I will answer. There are
One
people
sentence.
who are in estates. Just go to 2-3 estates and tell them you'll be coming there to do their hair. By the time you go and do those hair in that estate for just 1 weekend, you have the money to buy whatever you want to buy.
Thank you. All right, so final word. Final word.
Same business.
Okay.
If you're in Abuja, you can check Pantakers. They have like people who have closed up their salons. They have like at a giveaway price.
Okay.
You can go and check if it's in your budget. Go and check that and buy those stuff.
Okay, that's like Pantakers.
Yes, Pantakers.
Okay, so she is asking
which
to
area
go
is
to
it?
Panteka.
Pantakers, there are 3 of them. There is one in Dede. There is one in.
All right, so
Jabi.
final
So
word.
I'm excited about one thing.
Okay.
So we are moving, we want to put some levels to Akara, and we have a program. The Niger Fries has brought up another program, World Akara Day.
World Akara Day.
World Akara Day. Fantastic. We are reaching out to our great-grandmoms, great-grandparents, recent parents who has made Akara over the years just to raise their children in school. We have captains of industries. We have politicians. If we interview them, their great-grandparents fried akara.
Okay,
And
so-
send them to school. So I have the program coming up August 28th.
Okay, so
we'll be recognizing
we'll
them
come
and
in.
giving out things to
All
them.
right, thank you so much. World
Exciting.
Akara Day, that's a new one.
Yeah.
We'll try to make sure that it goes into the book of record with the United Nations. They'll put it as International Day. Probably they give us a public holiday to
Yeah.
enjoy the Akara.
Akara unites everybody in Nigeria.
Yes,
No
so-
tribe that doesn't eat akara.
Let me make
So-
a point.
no, Mr.
Let me make a
Francis,
point before I
there's
go.
no
So I
time
don't
again.
lose
We
it.
gotta
There's
go.
no time. We need to reorientate the mindset of our women in Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much.
NTA,
Okay.
to create a problem like Big Brother, so we can have a program where we
Okay,
can get
okay,
people
so
together
thank you very much,
to
Mr.
do it.
Francis. All right, that's all we say. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.